I am back at Comedy Bank Cemetery today, and today we're going to try and find the grave of a Scottish sporting legend, one that you've probably never heard of. So we're looking for the grave of Jock Porter, who was the first Scotsman to win the Isle of Man TT motor race. Before we get to the grave though, we'll have a bit of a wander and we'll tell you about his life. So he was born, John Adam Porter, born in Edinburgh in 1894. In his youth, he was a keen swimmer and a diver. Now, tragically, this actually ended up in, he got an infection from being in the water. And as a result of that, he actually went deaf. I'm not quite sure to what degree, whether it is complete loss or one ear or sort of legally deaf but not, he could hear things. And I say that because his job was initially a post office telephone engineer. So I'm guessing he probably didn't lose his hearing completely, or he had hearing aids to help him, but yeah, he was a deaf telephone engineer. So during that time he saved up enough money to go out on his own and start the Porter's Motor Mart, which he started in Leith. Now that was, so what he did basically is he bought ex-army motorcycles after World War One, repainted them and sold them on as his own thing. And it's also during this time that he developed and designed and built his own motorcycle, which he called the New Gerard. Now that was named after his eldest son. So it's now the year 1922 and he enters the Isle of Man TT race in the 250cc category with his bike, the New Gerard. Now unfortunately the bike broke down, so he didn't finish the race. However, the following year, 1923, he came back and did it again, and this time he won the race. Now you have to remember, he was on his own. He was the team. He built the bike himself. He was just doing it because he could. There was no sponsorship and like that. He built a bike, entered the race, won the thing, and he was deaf. I mean, that is amazing on its own. Yes, so the prize that year for winning the TT as well, he got awarded a trophy, which I can put a picture up of. He got £30, and he got a special gold medal. I'll have a quick look up and see what £30 in today's money would have been. But yeah, that was the prize that year. 1924 comes around. They've introduced a new category in the TT this year, and that is the ultra lightweight 250cc category. So he's modified his bike, he enters that and he wins it. So 2 years in a row he wins the TT in different categories, but he does nevertheless. We're actually just coming up to his grave here now. This one right here, it reads, in loving memory of my dear husband and our dear father, John Adam Porter, died 20th November 1952, aged 58 years, and also our mother, Margaret Davidson. So he shares the grave with his wife. And it's got this rather fantastic picture at the top here. There he is on his bike, the New Gerard. It says Jock Porter, Scotland's first TT winner, 1923 and 24. Yeah, so he won so the first 3 TT races he entered, he won 2 of them. It's pretty impressive. Although if you look at all the stats, he actually entered 22 TT races. He only finished 4 for various reasons. But considering he won 2 of those 4, that's pretty good going. So 1925 and 1926, He also was European champion, and 1925, 26 and 1929 he also won the Belgian Grand Prix. Again, you've got to remember, he was just a guy doing this with the bike that he built himself. There was no big diagnostic team, and he actually even had the nickname the Solitary Scot because he just turned up on his own. He travelled from Scotland to the Isle of Man, or to Belgium, wherever the race was that he was entering, on his own with his bike, and just got on with it. Yeah. Just the more I read about this guy, I'd heard about the grave and thought, oh, it's interesting, we'll look into that. And the more I read, the more interesting it got. Yeah. Just an amazing guy. So that's been the final resting place of Jock Porter, Scotland's first ever TT motorcycle race winner. Yeah, from what I've read about him, just a really down-to-earth guy. Just one of the good ones. So rest in peace, Jock, and good on you. Okay, bye.